I think I read a comment from you where you mentioned that you're kind of a traditionalist in terms of cinema.
Totally.
And Robert works very much in the digital world.
Totally.
So how is it for you, kind of, how the sensibilities of the two of you working together?
Fantastic. That's how it should be. In this specific case, and generally in the world, different and opposing convictions, finding common ground from which everything can develop. It's fantastic. He knows so much about that, and I have no clue. And I'm curious, and he, not that he satisfied my curiosity, because I couldn't follow most of the times, but it certainly kindled more curiosity.
A lot of people know you for darker roles. This is a guy who's got a real fundamental decency at his core. Talk about playing kind of a different type of role.
I really am firmly convinced that every human being contains everything, just distributed to a different proportion. That's partly the actor's choice, but mostly the actor's job to find out the proportion of these character traits and to kind of, follow and adhere to the story.
Tell me about your impressions of the script, this character, when you first got it, this whole world, and what it was trying to do.
I thought it was an interesting metaphor for society and where we are. It was sort of like an interesting way to look at our reflection of ourselves. I thought the character of Alita was badass. I thought it was great that she was this young girl who is going to change the things that she doesn't like in the system and fight for a more just world. And I like my character. I like that you kind of think, ooh, she's sort of a villain, but I'm kind of interested in her. She's kind of fun. But then you go, oh, well, that's where that's coming from. And I had compassion for her, and I was moved by her story.
Were you able to see yourself, like on the monitors on set, how he would look in the finished film?
On the whole, I didn't really see any of it. I saw the concept art. John Landau was showing it to me. I'll never forget sitting there on the laptop with him. Troublemaker Studios, like, whoa, just speechless, seeing the beauty and depth of this artwork, I love film sets, the way that we get to collaborate, the way we get to, everyone brings their A game, everyone brings their expertise. In life, both of us, have so many shortcomings. We're both, me speaking for myself, I'm terrible at loads of things, but there's a couple things I'm good at, and if you just get me for those couple things and have everyone bring in the stuff that they're good at, then we can do some amazing stuff. Working with the Weta guys and the design team on this is just like the most amazing collaboration. We're bringing a multicultural, worldwide cast and crew together to make something beautiful, and that's a wonderful thing.
Did all of you read the manga at all, or did you look into it once you were involved in the movie?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Particularly during the audition process, which of course it's so helpful to have source material when you're auditioning for something like that, because it's almost as if half the work, at least for me, half the work is done for you, because it's just like, it's a total Bible that you have at your disposal as an actor, and that's really something incredible.
Yeah, I saw they had like an OVA, which is like a 30-minute like original animation for Alita. It's very close to kind of like some of the events that we go into in the film. Little did I know that they were going to create something so authentic to the anime experience. When I first read when I first saw that at the original animation, I felt like this film just did justice to what they were doing.
It was almost like from the comic book to the set. There's multiple times where me and Rosa would be doing a scene and then she'd run up with the comic book, and it was almost one of these moments where you put the comic book down, you'd look, and it would just be an exact replica. And that's when you see that and you see such respect to the source material, it just made you excited to come on set every day and see what was new.